Hello everyone, this is Fantastic Worlds. Welcome you back to Lovecraft Country and the playable epilogue of Cultist Simulator Exile. Now that we have killed the foe, we're going to go off and cause chaos throughout Europe. Now, one of the reasons why the character of the Exile would cause chaos is that his father, the Lord of the Breckener Assassins, was in fact dedicated to the Colonel as a personification of order through violence. So, in the game, when you can be, one of your options is to rise up as a rival by embodying the Lionsmith and having that eternal dyad duel between the two of you. But frankly, I don't want to deal with him forever. Seriously, he's problematic, and I'm just glad to be able to walk around. But here we are in London. Mass strikes and martial laws have paralyzed the Big Smoke this month. Tanks rumble across the Pall Mall. Agitators conspire and seize lethal thugs. Perhaps a nameless name will shield me with her mists. Perhaps. The nameless name, by the way, is actually one of the benefactors of the Exile, and one of the endings does allow you to become, in fact, an embodiment, a along of that individual. Now, what you need to do is that's known as the pentiment ending, and the meaning on that's a little vague on this one, but essentially they're objects that exist in a state of quantum uncertainty, like the Ragged Sword itself was created to defend a city that does not exist within this dimension. So therefore, that's why I say it was crafted between two dimensions. And the Unhealing Wound, which of course is the fact that it is a wound, it is neither healing nor killing me, so it is just forever there. In fact, it's the only wound I've taken this entire game, which is pretty impressive. In any case, the first thing we want to do, of course, we're chilling with our apprentice. Ooh, Dominicus. You can go up on another level to 10. My apprentice, Dominicus, who I'm training in my stead. And of course, the new couple, been finding each other, the immortal rock and earth entity taking human form, and Grigori the smuggler, who's frankly into her. Because, they're both into gadgets and poisons and conspiracies and good food. So, London, it's got decent restaurants, not as good as Paris, of course, but, well, let's face it. Apologies to those of you who are in the British Isles right now, but frankly, your relationship with the food is a little interesting. I won't go into that, but yeah. But in any case, so what we want to do is we want to head through London. We want to see what's going on, because at least one of our comfort items, and we currently have 7 comfort, by the way, is located here. That would be the second page. As you can see, we've got these two at 2, and one of these went at 3. We need at least another total of 12 for the second best comfort ending, but we're going to need 22, which I don't know if is even possible. We'll try. Okay, starting at a normal speed as per usual. As you can see, we've accidentally become obscure because people think we're actually some sex cult guru, which in 1925 was actually pretty common, given how much mysticism was cramming through the empires. Yeah, when empires start to end, they get really into mysticism, which explains why your YouTube feed probably looks like it does, or why you're here talking to somebody who's really into occultism. It's all just, time is an evolving spiral, not a flat circle, as Alan Wake would say. Okay, so we don't need an underworld connection because we already got an active one there. We don't need to do any legal fights because I've already got 26 freaking. I don't think we need to get any more money now at this point. All right, so let's see what else we can do. Like I said, we're training him. Of course, his aspect is winter, not edge. But, they're pretty well related, violence and death. Edge doesn't technically mean violence. It just means separation. The thing is that, as I've stated before, separation usually requires force in order to enact, because somebody will attempt to always take what is yours and you're going to need to defend it. That's when people start talking about claiming their sovereignty. I'm like, okay, on the YouTube spiritual channels, and I'm like, okay, better learn some martial arts there, because somebody's going to challenge it. The sea. If we're really lucky, by the way, we might be able to get a smuggling operation down. That'd be the first time I do that too, same as that sex cult. I'm going to get demonetized, aren't I? Now, if what we could also do is start spending money ahead, because it takes a while to pack. But honestly, it takes longer to send it forward than it does to pack it. I know it's going to take. I figured out 260 seconds. It takes me 4 minutes just to load my cache. But as we acquire more items, that won't be much of an issue. All right, so let's fast forward. We're not exactly in any danger here. I'm the danger now. Discreet office. Nope, not looking for that. C might be useful. Let's keep an eye on it. Make sure it doesn't burn out. It's also a distraction. You can push the reckoners chasing you into the ocean. Okay, Sulachana. Sulachana Amyasa layers of the Acidius Club, but she's abroad in the city. I should avoid her. Why? Because she is one of the Lygians, the predatory female dark entities that consumed their own children. They originally were long, but the curse of the sky meant that they consumed their own child and became immortal monsters incapable of ascension. However, Sulachana's kind of gone with that. She owns a clubs and such, you know, keeps up the underworld. The thing is, like me, Legians are criminals and fugitives. Unlike me, they've been cursed eternally because they devoured their children fresh in the womb. Still, we can find some common ground. Actually curious. But I better hope she's in a good mood. Now, the thing is, I can send her my companions, that she will eat them. I can send her a body, or no, we're not going to be that cruel. But you know what we'll do if she gets pissed with us and wounds us? We will survive. I've got wounds. Oh wait. Same time, we should probably be chilling in London. I'm kind of curious what she'll do if you don't bring her a gift, because we're not going to be able to generate any more bodies as no one's chasing us. I mean, technically I could, but I can't in-game. And be like, okay, then find somebody who probably doesn't deserve to be with us. Okay. You are an assassin after all. Lygia remembers. Sulachana take a long draw from a clove cigarette. I'm feeling indulgent. Go on. Add an unknown foe's weakness to learn its nature. If you don't, Lygia will give you a gift or eat a reckoner without leaving a trace, although she won't notice informants and won't go after the foe. No, I mean, we could do this, but intelligence. She's come back here all the time, especially during the war. War I he's talking about. However, I'm kind of want to go with the gift thing. Because, you know, I mean, we don't need the weakness anymore. And there's no more reckoners, so that's about it. He's probably kind of curious because we killed, in this version, we've killed the foe, which is like, wow, okay, you have moved up in my estimations of being dangerous in this world. You may become useful to me in the future, so I'm going to cultivate a good relationship. And no, I don't want to own a warehouse. Although we might have to. If we can get a warehouse, the sea, and an official import license and an official contact, we can do some smuggling, which would be kind of fun. I don't know if we can actually pull it off or not with what we got, but we can try. Actually, I think we can with Moth. Okay, my obscurity is coming in handy. Just like, yeah, you could be worth something now. The reckoners are gone, so they're no longer she no longer has access to them himself. So, getting access to the one, I'll arrange some introductions for you. You'd be surprised who I know at the club. Holy Man, Radicals, and Connections. Now, Radicals is going to be good. The official is also good because we get an import license. Can we get an import license here at London? I forgot to check that, actually. But London's easy to pop up. Because, let's face it, it is the primary city in the game. London. You've got to be kidding me. Hoi! Oh, right. I accidentally pulled up the Book of Hours one, Cultist Simulator. The thing is that I forget sometimes the difference between the two, because there's 3 actual wikis for this game. There's the Secret Histories one, which is the lore one, which covers all of them. There's Cultist Simulator, which is this game, and there's Book of Hours. And they all, of course, overlap because it's the same universe, which is now apparently being officially called the Secret Histories. Okay, I can deal with that. It actually makes sense in some ways, because what we're dealing with is, same universe, but alternate timelines. Every one of us is currently going the alternate timelines. But yeah, delighted. Yeah, import license is a possibility. So we're going to see if we can do some smuggling while we're here. Because we've got all the peeps. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at all this. We can make a religion too again. Are we really going to keep our stuff up from last time? I have no idea. We have one of each connection. That's how powerful the Cities Club is. But what we need is the Quiet Warehouse if possible. Also, while we're here, we might as well reset this. This would be, yeah, the Flute Mountai. We'll go into that later as one of the possible endings. But yeah, right now we're just going to reserve the sea. We're basically going to go back to the ocean and watch it for a bit. Okay, so we have the import license now. We do not. We have another sea. Great. What does the C actually stand for? Two moth as well. Kind of interesting if we actually managed to pull it off. I gotta see how much it costs to do so. But yeah, we could quite easily just do the illegal fights, break a religion, and we're going to be using the radical ones to burn the city down. Because it's just kind of what we do. Dad would really, really hate that. Which is one of the reasons why we're going to be doing it. Anyways, Viva the Revolution. I've already think I've used that for one of the titles, so I can't use it for this game. Alright. Well, I've already got radicals. I don't need you, but thanks for the offer. Import license, please. I'll burn the official connection for that. Also, we should probably break this one down. Go for it. Because we only got one basic year. Decades only spend for people like Solochan or Kings, and I'm not interested in them. Too pricey for my taste. Dawn? Ah, great. I want to do a religion. What was it that caused us to do a religion? It was... the one that's specifically Grail, is, of course, the Flower Maker, which does not actually, help, unfortunately. I'm on a Faith Healing Club. Operation, there we go. The operation would cost... You see, smuggling operation will be Moth will do it. 12 Moth will do it, or 4 Knock, 8 Heart, and 12 Winter. Counterfeiting, which I could easily do with 12 Forge. Or 12 Grail. 12 Grail, 8 Forge. 4 Winter, yeah, that would actually be possible. I need to find... You are like... I have so many ideas. I could do is... Counterfeiting operation right now. That's actually kind of an interesting thought. Counterfeiting would require me to have connection to world, forge aspects, and to space. Now, the thing is, I recall a warehouse has some forge aspect to it. So, yeah, 8 forge and the 12 grail with the wine, that's perfect. We could easily get that. All right, so, yeah. What we need to do... We've got connections. We've got the 2 underworld. We've got underworld connections and a potential another one over here. In fact... What we could do, put the connections, if we put in, all right, what's the best way of doing it? Connection Underworld, 6 Forge, and 2 Space. I would need to buy the warehouse first, which, of course, is pretty freaking easy. All right, so we're going to do that for both counterfeiting and smuggling, just because, you know, we can. All right. Now, warehouse, which, you know, try to avoid getting raided by one of the other players called the Simulator, because that is the same card, by the way, as you do for the level 2 perpetual. In other words, when you end up doing a vault and you run out, there's a perpetual one at the end, which kind of gives you random encounters. But what we can do is take the Connection Underworld, the guy we're doing, the Quiet Warehouse, and Forge 6, Risana. Now, the Quiet Warehouse itself has 4. She has 10. If I had 2 more... Sorry, 1 more, actually. Oof. It kind of sucks that I don't have... Do Radicals have Forge? They do, actually. I can easily regenerate this. But the other hand is I can just use the wine. That will produce... one... If I'm right, I need to do... 8 Barge or 1 Moth. But we've got the 8 Forge. That's not an issue. 12 Grail, yeah, we can do this. We can do this with just her warehouse and my wine. No. Back. Fiction Underworld. Alright. Stop messing with me. I just want to do some counterfeiting. Before, you know, we disrupt the civilization, because we can't do this, by the way, when it's on fire. Counterfeiting kind of doesn't work too well. But yeah, we can just toss this in and then throw in the wine and then we're good. I might actually throw in Dominkus and the Smuggler too, just because that would allow us to get them more experience and I'd have the space open for them. Okay, I can make resources. I can make money. F4 aspects are very useful in doing so. And it's, you know, we don't have any object that has forge aspect to it, do we? We do actually. I can use the Renegade Sword. And the Ornacus and Viciousness, which give us a trace, which we do not care about anymore. But yeah, why not? Basically, we're somehow going to magically create money with the Ragged Sword and the Earth Elemental. And I'm not going to ask how it's going to be done. It's going to cost us no years, if you notice that part. Oh, wait. We also need to do this. Grab this. There we go. Let's go. What is this? Ah, the counterfeiting operation. Now, we throw in the sword. That gives us 17 forge, which is going to be more than enough to complete that, since forge is the primary. Presses are almost ready. And it doesn't even cost us the underworld connection. That's a pretty good one to have. That's one of the reasons you want to cultivate the forge ally for you, because she can just print money, especially with a magic sword. And even if I didn't have it, I'd be able to use the radicals or somebody else, because they would love to do that sort of thing. But when we get the warehouse back, we'll do an import thing, and then we'll do a revolution, because then we're just making money that we don't actually need. Which basically makes us the idle rich. Oh boy. Hammer and anvil. Oh, yeah, by the way, the explanations for these are like, I forgot to. Sometime I'll just indulge them. Official connection, don't need that. Give me 2 things I want, an import license and I want a magic page. Give it to me. But yeah. Oh, wait. Underworld connection, discrete office. I don't think we need either of these. I mean, we already got an underworld connection here. And the radical ones, too. We've already got all of this. So Lachana has hooked us up. I think because she just wants to watch the chaos we're going to roll in. Because she is a creature of chaos herself. And being in the underworld, more chaos is more for her. Even the revolution. I'm sure she has connections on both sides. As any good underworld operator should. Profane weapon. Do not need it. Nothing else to do with it right now. Yay, a trace. Yep, going through. My counterfeit operation is still running. Keep it running. There you go. Keep the presses running there, Arasana. We're devaluing the pound just for the heck of it. Like venture capital, 1925. Import license. Exactly what I wanted. Alright. C's backing up and running. And we will, however, have to get through this first. We're going to need that warehouse back. Because the discrete office is not going to be big enough. But the import license opportunity, we need a official connection. Now, actually, if you check, by the way, it's the ruler will do it too, but oh my god. Getting King Charles to do it would be... Queen Victoria. Maybe. Or is it Edward? I don't know. Anyways, it's the right way. Okay, the connection, do it the fast way. Boom. So Lachana's networking will give us some assistance here. We'll finally have that import license, which is location specific, by the way. So it also allows us to... We'll burn the official connections down to this. Oh, entirely. There you go. The name of the license isn't quite mine, but it's close enough. All right, they're only good for the city you put them in. Yeah, if you... and, by the way, sell it for 1 if you really wanted to, but I'm not going to. I'm going to use it for something else later. As soon as you're done with it, Orasana. I know, I'm not trying to hurry you along here. We got, like, things to do, but yeah. Forged assist an uprising, order to betray it. This is going to be fun. Oh no, I'm not going to work with the system. You can get like I think you can get a connections royalty if you do that, but I don't need it. Yeah, there we go. Hammer and anvil. This is the last challenge. We'll get through this. Then we'll, oh, right. We're still looking for that magic page. Right, we're going to destroy the local economy and then cause a revolution, because that's how most capitalists work. I'm just playing character here. I have achieved power and I've immediately gone to my head. This is why my father kept me in check. Not completely a villain. I mean, I did steal an enormous amount of money from him, and now I'm setting myself up as a force of random chaos, basically demigod version of the Joker with better standards. Alright, and it is completed. What do we got here? Shut it down. You achieve 1 subtlety. Good value? Oh, wait. We got it going on. Don't need that. Give me the damn magic page. We're staying here till we get the page. Alright. I've got good value. Alright. So, we got 5 cash. Wow. Yeah, you just take a nap there. Alright. Probably should have gotten everybody else involved, but, you know. 29 cash. Oh, yeah. Did we get the Quiet Warehouse back? We did, in fact, get the Quiet Warehouse back. No, actually, no. We don't want the Underworld connections. What we want to check what we require for this, too. Alright, so smuggling operation is going to require 4 knock, 8 heart, 12 winter. 12 winter we can generate ourselves between me and Dominitsky. Knock, we already got that guy. It's the 8 heart that's the problem. Now we can substitute 8 moth for that. How would the best way to run that would be? Right, I don't know. Okay, so could use the Underworld connection, but burn it up though. So best way to run this would be import license. Location. Now the location is going to give it 4 heart right there. The problem is we need heart, and I don't think we have a lot of heart. None of these have heart. Ooh, Holy Man does. That would be enough. We do that with the Holy Man. Right. One C. Put that there. And run the import business. Everything's legal. So legal, it's a little unnerving. God. Yeah, Lantern works well, apparently, but... Wait, no, import business is legal. Oh, wow. It's smuggling operation, connection underworld. Import business, which I can do, I could have done at any time with anything with a C. Oh my god, I've never tried that before. So we're going to do an import business? Completely illegal. We got 2 C's. I can do a smuggling operation later. I mean, the 2 operations go back to back. I'm not entirely sure why I'm buying this much, getting this much cash, but you know. That's the scary thing about cash. It's easier to get it the more you have it. Now, 2 space C import license. And I'll need lantern, heart, or winter. It's easy enough. Let's see. First of all, lantern-wise, we've got 4, but we don't need that, as we could easily substitute heart. See, we have 4 heart already from the Quiet Warehouse, so that is that. We can just... Or is that from the sea? No, warehouse. Now, we already have 2 winter and 2 moth, so... Dominguez is at a 10, which means I only have to put him in for the final challenge. And... Let's see. The 8 forge. Now, the 8 forge, or 8 lantern. Now, there's the problem. See, I'm going to say, the lantern is the lantern even doable for me? I don't know. But yeah, we could get easily, we're going to have to bring this back. So what we will do is instead of doing it the legal way, let's do the smuggling part first. We'll put this, the Quiet Warehouse in. And a seaport. Okay, so the C goes... Okay, seaport and space. There we go. Location. Everything's valuable here. Reasonable way to generate cash. Smuggling requires subtlety, but pay well. Generally subtle, but pay well anyway. Moth is cards are usually done so, but as we know, so we'll do the smuggling first. And smuggling will require knock, heart, and winter. Now, knock's easy enough. Or I could just, consume my actual obscurity cards, because this obscurity card, each of these is worth 2 when it comes to Moth. 2 of them in the beginning would be fine. That would do so. However, we should still use the heart. We've got it. All right, so the heart... Right, the Holy Man. We can use the heart for the Holy Man. Or we can use my obscurity up. I don't know, we've already done the religion thing, so why let's not do it again. So we'll run a smuggling operation. Okay. First, while we're waiting for Orasana to recover for the legal import side of things. Smuggling operation. Now the first challenge is going to require 4 knock, 4 moth, or 4 moth. Now we have our smuggler. I mean, wouldn't it make sense to use him for our actual smuggling operation? Because yeah, so he's going to zip right through that. Next is going to require, just a second, the 8 heart, which means the Holy Man. And then the third one, right, then we have to put in the Holy Man, then we have to put in Domingo Baker, and me will have just enough. All right. So yeah. Deep breath. All right. So. All right. So. All right. So challenge. All wounds are doors. Addressing each challenge with knock with increased effectiveness. Okay. Next challenge will require 8 heart. There we go. My addressing challenge knock. That's fine. But yeah, this will go with 8 here, and then of course we'll put Dominkus in, and then my wound, and that will be more than enough. Oh, we could put obscurity or even the other C card in if I really wanted to, but we're going to use that C card. Speaking of which, you should probably reset it. So yeah, let's begin our smuggling campaign. We're doing it through a church. I just want you to know that, which is awesome. Oh, we got a erudition. Great. And Dawn. Oh, we could have used Dawn instead. Oh well. But let's have thoughts of peace. Oh, we can't actually. I won't be able to do that. Oh well. I think it'll like a form of confusion or something. Yay! Anybody cared? We're here. But nobody cares. Alright, so. By the way, to let you know, all wounds and doors, yeah, that will do. Okay, so, C has been reserved for when we do the actual legal importing, which is going to be kind of fun. A lot of criminals do become, you know, quite legit with all the cash they have. Because then after this, we'll deal with the smuggling operation. Alright. The smuggling operation. No lights! It's still running. No lights! Driving a boat at night without lights is rough. The drum unceased. Okay, you're doing this with heart to increase subtlety. Meanwhile, Dominkus, you will get in there. The drum unceasing. This will increase subtlety. Alright, cool. That's more obscurity. But this is going to produce the 10 winter. We need 2 winter. We'll get 3 from my wound. That should be more than enough. We could toss in the obscurity. But frankly, the wound doesn't discharge. We might as well just keep using while we have it. Yeah, okay. Ah, we got our sword back finally, which we can do that, so that will help with the smuggling operation. Orasana will, of course, be Orosolina. Solina? Orsolina. Venetian, I guess. Will be helping us. And like I said, we're holding the radicals for when we burn the city down. Oh, we probably should be looking for that damn page, too, before we burn the city down. Otherwise, we're not going to find it. Kind of hard to shop in a burnt city. Not impossible if you know where to look, but kind of hard. Continues? But yes. Alright, so, last one. Stealthy or quietly? Like this. Stealthily or quietly? Quietly, of course. Use my unhealing wound. Night deepens. This will increase subtlety. The smuggling operation, of course we're using subtlety. We got a lot of value out of this warehouse so far. Okay. Yeah. Oh, really? Come on, now you're just mocking me. Okay. This is why I'm going to burn the city down. It's just not giving my damn page. Notice also it did not cost a year. It's one of the advantages of doing it this way, through smuggling, counterfeiting, and that. You see, you don't need to use up a year like you do for, smuggling, counterfeiting, and importing. You don't need to use up a year like you have to for the other ones. Radicals? Yeah, the radicals really want to be noticed, don't they? Oh, boy. I think I'll call this one the Big Smoke, because that is actually one of London's nicknames, because in this day, when they were burning coal frequently everywhere, close it up. Is that they literally had smog so thick that you could walk out the door and immediately vanish. It's the London fog that usually you'll see in the old serials and such. You achieve 2 subtlety, slight chance of a chase, a light touch. Ah, they have a different outcome. I got good value for my ears. You didn't actually use any ears, dude. I have to update that. Oh wait, it's not going to be updated. It is what it is right now. God, I'm really, really big on the shoreline these days. 34 cash. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. Connection. Probably going to lose those, because when I do finally decide to wipe out just an uprising on his edge, I got it right off the bat. Troubled aspect, temptation, defiance. We got everything we need. Oh, good gods. Well, you know, we do things. Alright, so next is going to be, let's get this done. Again, we're not burning it down until we get that page. And I think the reason is that the cities were trying to prevent us from getting that page as a result. But the import license. 8 forge, 4 heart, winter, Now the 4 heart we got right from the warehouse itself, so it's not really an issue. So what we want to do is we put in the import license, put it in the place. That gives us the 4 heart we will use for our first challenge, which isn't going to be a difficulty. 8 forge, pretty easy to get. Or 8 lantern. We have 7 here. Yeah, we'll have to use the blade too, unfortunately. That's going to be 2. Yeah, actually, can we upgrade you yet? No. We'll be able to after this point, which will make it considerably easier. Should have thrown Ursana. I couldn't throw an Ursana in. Yeah, we need 1 more experience with her. Could try to do something else of interest, but that would probably involve using a year. Like, you know, we'll need Underworld Connection, Holy Man. Anyways, probably be able to throw in the C here. That'll run import business. Then we'll have Ursana do this. Then, yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. We'll use the blade again as well. Alright, so running up. Now we're running legit. Yeah, the cash is getting ridiculous. Alright, the first operation requires 4 heart or 4. That's the warehouse allows us to do that. Ursana puts us at 11 forge. Yeah, that's not going to be an issue. I forgot to add the forge for the warehouse. And then we just... Hold on 1 second. We'll be able to pull it off? Yeah, we'll be able to pull it off. I forgot to reset him first, but he will be available by the end of this. Oh well, almost borked myself there, but I didn't quite. Alright, so, because I could also just throw in the 2 winter, 2 and out, and mine would be a total of 8. That would be enough, but it was a thought. So doesn't the blade have winter? No, it does only its edge. And, alright. Okay, so the drum unceasing. Next challenge, since she's going to have that one done, will require winter. And we'll put this in for 6 total. Good. Technically, might be able to pull this off with obscurity in the sea. Ooh, don't know about it. That might actually be a bit rough. But, dude, keep eating. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll get a reset at this point. Okay, warehouse. No, the page. Give me the damn page. I gotta make sure. This is where we get the page, right? Oh, gods. Making things a bit rough here for me. Alright, got another one of these. London. Hang on 1 second. London. Yeah, mutilated manuscript. Right there. And you're still just not giving it to me because you don't want to burn down. I will get it. RNG will... Jesus will eventually favor me. Anyways. Alright, so operation continues. My import business still is signed here. Yep, perfectly legal. Using exact same facilities I was using for smuggling, and if you honestly believe that is unusual, no, it is not. I forgot these produce forge as well. I used them actually for a knock challenge once, which is essentially me paying guards to look the other way. Official connection, the page. Give me the page. And Dominique's. Alright, pause. Make sure I got this right. Yeah, winter will do. Subtlety. Okay, so that brings us to 16 winter, which is more than enough. Way more than enough. Alright, so yeah. Nothing better to do with this at the moment. Now, why isn't the suppression bureau bothering us? Okay, because we don't technically we're not actually doing anything that evades consensus reality. In other words, the reality that everybody believes to be true. I'm a smuggler. I'm a businessman. I have some occult I have connections across the city. I have, yep, there we go. That'll do. I'm a perfectly legitimate businessman that happens to have my fingers in multiple questionable activities, which no one's going to care about. The average cop is not going to be radical. Come on, give me the manuscript. I feel like I'm pulling pulling like a slot machine. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me! Die. Desperately doesn't want me to burn this place down. Just means we spend more time here. Guess... Oh my god. Did I miss it somehow? Graticals, connection, where's the C? Oh, I don't even see it. It's annoying me. Mm-hmm. Alright, there we go. Operation import business continuing to operate. The Mika's basically unloading the docks, I guess. Discreet office. This is getting a bit annoying. I will drop the goddamn card if I have to. I'm not going to have you... Yeah, 38 cash, the C, yeah, all of this husk. Something's been used up. Wow. All of this is just... Wow. Profane weapon, quiet warehouse. I honestly don't wonder if I'm going to have to do so. We'll give it a couple more tries, because I kind of exhausted all the things I wanted to amuse myself with before burning the place down. Alright then. Let's hit it. I have no idea why this isn't happening, but... Also, there's a question of whether or not... Yeah, that's not the right way of doing it. Alright, so what we need is probably... Manuscript? No. Mutilated? No. Page? What are you called? Okay, I guess we're going to have to play the RNG for a bit here. And I mean, because we're doing comfort ending, I kind of need that one. Hope I didn't actually lose track of it. That would be bad. I was playing around with other things. Also, I've learned that you can't get a good house here. Just a warehouse or an office, because real estate in London is just ridiculous. Honestly, I only thought I saw profane weapons and real estate and other that. But yeah, this far in, I mean, the thing is, could I actually get it? Show connection. All right, so Curio. I may have to go to the Curio directly, in which case I will simply just pretend I paid for it because. Ah, there we go. Curio. Which one is it? Manuscript. I'm afraid we're going to have to do this one because I do not know where it is. But we're going to have to pretend we paid it because I might have missed it somehow. But this would have been what we were purchased. Because I don't think you need to see me doing this for much longer. Yeah, technically I get the third one that we lost and then do it that way and then put the book together, but it's actually not as much comfort. Puts the comfort up to 8. I probably missed it in all of this, and it's not going to respawn, but we'll pretend it did, okay? This is kind of serious, but yeah, we can sell the import license on the way out if we really want to somebody else. Can do some quote-unquote legal stuff. Warehouse. Direction. City. London. Defiance. There you go. We're going to assist an uprising. It's a messy, but it might make the world a better place. Yes, we're going to set the world. We're going to set London on fire. We're going to bring the communist revolution. By the way, most of you don't know that communism started in Oxford. Yeah, Marx was an economist in Oxford. And, as a friend of mine once put it, if you strip away everything, if you put the communism and all that in his original impetus, he realized that capitalism, money would be concentrated more and more into the smallest number of hands by the population increase, which means the average state of living would go down, which means inevitably it would be easier mathematically for the people to rise up against their masters than to work with them in order to survive. Yeah, I don't see that actually, meaning anything in these days. But he also believed that that would probably tear apart the world entirely, and because you have power on one side and numbers on the other, and yeah, at the very least, shoot things back a century or so. And he thought communism would be a great idea. Okay, cool, whatever. Yeah. It's not pretty. I've had long conversations about this. Okay, let's play this. Uprising. Okay, so the challenge is we just need to throw this in. 12 edge is enough. We're gonna basically just burn it all down for entertainment value. Hi, Dad. Wherever you are in hell, I hope you see this. And we'll just calm down a bit. Alright, so, like I said, I wanted the damn card, but I couldn't seem to get it, so, like I said, we're just going to, pretend I bought it. Okay. Build the import license. Excellent. We're also going to sell the warehouse once we're done with it. Oh, we can't actually. Maybe we can. I don't know. Can you, like, sell a warehouse in the middle of a revolution? It's actually an interesting con. And we're going to be... Oh, we probably... And we'll get... When we get London back, we'll check out. I think Amsterdam is the only location we can go to. But as a businessman, I will be fleeing this country, and the government will be assisting me in doing so, because, of course, we all know the governments serve the wealthy. And now I'm wealthy. Considerably wealthy. And like I said, not a single year. I've increased my wealth by 50% and not used up a single year. Somewhat terrifying. Could do the whole thing all over in Amsterdam if I wanted to. Because it's also a port. That's Amsterdam right there, by the way, I believe. My comics approach... We approach the climax. Yes, violent. The interplay between silence and sexuality. Sigh. They're both acts of passion, I guess. Effectiveness. This is the day we've worked for. Loyalty wasn't my priority here. I got good value for my years. I didn't actually do anything. Our plans are laid, and today will end in fire. Yes, London location card will actually change on us. All right, victory for the people. It always is. Yes, of course it is. Okay, so yeah. False trail, basically, yeah, one of the reasons you do this in the regular game is that if you do this, you create a false trail because all records of you disappear, for nobody can actually appear for that time, but we already have the foe dead. And 7 cash. We looted the place on the way out. London in flames! Police are fighting pitch battles work in the street. I should leave while I can. Absolutely. You can't actually go anywhere, by the way. I should leave, and soon. Yeah. I need to find somewhere safer. I'd like to say that. It changes that with that. But let's go to Amsterdam. See what trouble we can cause there. Yeah, totally didn't have anything to do with that. Absolutely. Can you sell this? You can. Hastily. Oh god, it's going to take how long for us to freaking pack? Wow. Oh no, no. We're not going to Sunshine Island in the Baltic Seas. It's one of those distant places where you, Light is famously good. Good enough that a small colony of artists toils here, but it's still an optimistic name for a storm-beaten tumble of Baltic granite. No, that's not where I want to go. I want to go to Amsterdam. It's much nicer. But yeah, we have used our martial prowess in order to be able to, 48 cash, in order to be able to overthrow the royal family, or attempt to. The timeline will correct itself at this point. I'm fairly certain that Rebel Rising will be put down. I'll be found a dozen treasures for the Stepta twins in Amsterdam. Perhaps they'll give me shelter now. Hey, there really shouldn't be an issue, because we kind of, like, did some stuff here. Alright, let's go. Go, people. I think we've had enough time playing here. One last shot of looted champagne as we depart upon the steamer with the rest of the rich people clutching their belongings and going to Amsterdam. I think we're going to have to separate ship just for the damn cash at this point. But Amsterdam. I should do some research beforehand that. Yeah, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Let's into Amsterdam. Doesn't look like we have much here, except for Memnatute, which we will be looking for. We can get a better place, though, and we can get an import license, but oh my god, I don't think we have to do that. Seriously, the amount of cash we have is just seriously insane. Remember, we are trying to get the comfort ending, and there's no comfort with items in Amsterdam itself, unfortunately, but we can actually show Madame the Penitence, which would be interesting at the very least. Gods, I'm going to probably skip here. Hang on. 4 minutes later. Gods. Time to go. Have I forgotten anything? God, look at that 122 Grail. Oh my god. Farewell. It's got to be the... How? How? The Stedger twins are out of town, perhaps not coincidentally, and their many-windowed house is empty, but their major domo has a message for me. They've asked me to take on one of their influential clients to help out. Hey, 60 cards. Good grief. Okay. So we have an official connection here. It's something, and we're in Amsterdam. One of the reasons the golden age is over, but glory lingers like a fading music. Bicycles ride across cobbles. A woman in white throws open the shutters of High City. On misty evenings, a nameless name of the Velvet walks here. Here's a game place with mob. The reason I'm going to do this is I think we're going to start shipping money out as a habit. Oh my god, that took so long. So basically, every minute or so, we'll be shipping out we'll be wiring out a load of cash to wherever we're ending up next. Got an idea. Alright, what do we got? Ranish Asim. A message from Akam has found me. An old acquaintance from Akisha's hunting here. She'd like my help. It's one of the places we can get a companion, and it has a shrine. I'm not sure how much we need those. But, for the moment, the first thing we're going to do is just send some money ahead. Okay, so that's going to start that. Let's begin reconnoitering Amsterdam. Just a gentleman and his 3 friends. Let's see. Yeah, we can actually upgrade our Lasana. We should do that while we're here. In between sending out cash, of course. Gorgone, yeah, we can also get you upgrade you too. Oh wow, I got a trace. Sea again. God, I'm obsessed with the ocean. Yeah. Alright, cool. Now, Orsana. Felina, sorry. Profane weapon. Shuri. Not gonna miss these things. Okay. I might just buy property for the heck of it and leave it behind. Just have some place to come back to. You know, we should do that. Just buy a mansion in every place. Let's get London. You can't buy a mansion there. All the old nobility aren't selling. At least not yet. No, I'll not be living in a discreet office, thanks. Potential realized. Okay, so. There you go. Well, like myself, there we go. 8. Grigone, let's talk. Then we'll go back to shipping money out of the city. Alright, so, underworld connection, unnecessary, trace. Madame, I know you're here somewhere. Don't make me spawn your card. I'm surprised you can't send these to head either. That'd be kind of interesting. Grand Townhouse. Is that? It's only 4, though. I think, and I'm correct about this, Amsterdam does have secluded villa, which I really want to get. But, meanwhile... I'm tired. I think I will always be tired. Well, the age will do ya. So, yeah. Cash. Official connection. Already got one of those. Come on, come on. Give me something good. All while sending cash ahead. Can't actually have more than one profane weapon, by the way. All you can do is buy basically additional bullets to reload it faster. Quiet warehouse. Really? People? Do I look that poor to you? I'm getting out of the import business. Just found it to be unrewarding. I mean, lots of cash too. But, you know, cash isn't really a thing for us anymore. I mean, an issue. Alright, so. This is why we hire accountants. There we are. Madame Matisse yacht, the Sapphire, lies at anchor here. Madame Matisse has a lethal reputation. Now, we can see she is a Legion as well, so we could use her in order to be able to not take a chomp out of the foe or eat a reckoner or burn a weakness, but instead we're gonna show her that we have some unstable, quantumly unstable devices. Warehouse, the pentiments. She unlocks a separate ending, which allows us, like I said, become an immortal of the moth, which I don't know if I'm really into that right now. But let's get that damn villa. Just for the hell of it. I could own, like, real estate across half the city, charge rents, become a landlord. There is an ending for the game. Totally got a bourgeois. We got an official connection that will help me do so. Yeah. Import license. I could get the import license right now if I wanted to, but no, I don't. The mysteries of force. So, like, we're Sith. Okay. Talking about this right here. It would actually make sense. Now, Madame. Audience, Madame Matine is what they call a Lygian, which means she's someone like a person and does something like eat people, but I've heard she has an acquaintance of the nameless name of the Velvet, in whose midst the defeated find solace that I might be able to leave. I'm not actually defeated, but gift. Now, what we can do is we can put in the blade. Madame Simpson is laughing down the gangway. Her laughter is like birdsong, and her eyes, too, are shining like a bird's, shining beads of black. Interesting. Is there any more? We need to get 7 of these, by the way, the pentiments. I only have 4 at the moment. But, she's going to give them all back. And if we gave her 7, she would allow us to ascend to the moth, as it were. Meanwhile, dawn. Let's have our reverie of peace, shall we? There we go. Lots of peace. There we go. All right. A good start, I suppose. You'd like to intercede for you. You'll have to work very hard to convince me. What else do you have? There's a second pentiment to her. Okay. Tranquility. Okay, cool. Think if you either want to get rage. Unfortunately, rage means you can't leave town. Which, you know, I don't need 4 edge that badly either. Third pentiment. This is good. Keep going. My nameless dear is greedy. Now, other pentiments we have is not this one, but we do have this one. No, that's not going to work either. Oh, which ones can we? Oh, the unhealing wound. I think that might be all we've got, unfortunately. We need 4 more. The trophy of the foe doesn't count. Oh well. Let's reset this. Oh, right. I don't think there's anything else we need, really. Just looking at the damn villa. 4th. Yes, yes, another. And come closer. Let me look at you. Yep, that's it, unfortunately. 3. We need to get 4 more, if that's even possible. But after this, we'll start sending cash out. No, probably gonna at the end of the game at that point. Alright, so. Or in the episode, anyways. Game will keep going as long as you guys find it interesting to wander around. Sunset. The light is richer. Okay, but again, watch the sunset. Oh, that's rage. We don't want rage. Can't just let it go and it becomes something else. I want to see what... I've forgotten what sunset turns into. Let's find out. Alright, this is... Pause. A tiny frown mars Mitune's pale and peeler's forehead. Insufficient, but we can do better. Hein, take this. When you are by the sea, call me and I will come. Only once. I do not like to waste my time. Until then. The flute. No one has any use for it, not anymore, so I've made something both practical and charming. No. Yeah, flute basically a magical person's flute. This would allow us to summon her by the sea of any of our destinations. It can only be used once, and this will allow us to get the pendant ending if we have it. Restlessness. There we go. Which is actually a pretty good thing to get. But yeah, Amsterdam again. Let me check. I'm not sure we can have anything else here. Besides that. Sea, Madame, Dawn, Sunset, Remain, Usual. Yep. Dude, pretty much that's it. Alright, so rather than just waste any more time here in Amsterdam since we have what we want, let's head out. Again, I'm just going to skip ahead because, oh my god. Sure. Madame. Catch you later, alright? Maybe another ending. Sigh. Other end. 5 minutes later. Yeah. I'm going to be skipping that for the episode. I have to go through it, unfortunately. But yeah, probably going to end this once we arrive. There we go. Then we'll be just exploring. I think we have another companion we can recruit there. All right, so farewell. Excellent. Woot woot. It should be. Lala Chalima has left a message at the hotel where I used to stay. It says one word, noon. It doesn't tell me where I need to be at noon, but Chalima has always been good at finding people when she needs to. All right. So, yep, the Huntress. You may recognize her, by the way, from Book of Hours. She will be one of the potential. That a lithe, hard-faced Berber woman, which of North African descent, woman in a gray-brown striped djellaba of a French-Moroccan auxiliary, which basically means she's in the military auxiliary forces, but probably as a scout, given that she's a huntress. In any case, so I think we're going to be ending the episode here. We'll be starting Lilia's rather interesting plotline. In fact, she goes right. The plot will actually extend into the Book of Hours. This is a very interesting side note. I didn't actually do that in the series yet, but you can have an unfortunate. If you pick the wrong dinner companions for her, they can be very unfortunate. Anyways, this is Fantastic World, saying farewell from Lovecraft Country, and of course, Cultist Simulator: The Exile, playable epilogue, post Dead Foe, and hope you're enjoying our little trip through apparently Belgium now. Okay, we're cool. Anyways, I will see you next time. Like, share, subscribe as usual. Bye. I'd like to thank my Acolyte level supporters whose contributions help this channel grow and hastens the inevitable digital apocalypse and rise of the Dark Lords of content and data.